Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
All right, ready? Ripping? What's up, guys? Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast, coming at you fucking on a beautiful Labor Day Monday,
Labor
dude.
Day Monday.
Labor Day Monday. It's an awesome day.
Yeah.
I had a 3-day weekend this weekend. That was pretty amazing.
Me too.
I never get those. And had a Saturday off. That felt awesome. And here we are, just me and you.
You actually had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday the full time off? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fucking awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Because if our holiday's on a Monday, then we get the Saturday off.
Oh, okay.
Because we have Sundays and Mondays off anyway.
Yeah. I have a day off in the next 30 days.
Oh, you just get to pick one?
Pick whatever I want.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
It's really cool because I plan them usually.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times there's a holiday after a holiday, so
Sure.
I'll catch it when there's like two holidays close to each other.
combine
and then take
Yeah.
like 6-7 days off.
Smart, dude. Yeah, it was beautiful. I actually went to, I fucking went to Trona yesterday.
Did you really?
Holy moly, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I do not miss the desert.
No.
It was 107.
Yeah.
107. Went to my grandpa's house way up there in Trona. Went with my dad, me and the wife and the kids. It's about 3.5 hours probably driving. So if you do the math, it's basically like going to Vegas and back for about 5 hours of hanging out. You know what I mean?
But you're not going to Vegas?
Not at all.
You're
Not
Trona.
Vegas. My grandpa's house is very nice. He has a really cool pool and shit like that. We went and
Okay.
shot some guns. Had a
Yeah.
little barbecue kind of thing. It was just a Labor Day
What
barbecue.
What time do you leave?
I left at like 8 o'clock. Got to my dad's house by 9:30. We left his house by 10. Got there by 12.
Why don't you, is it just too hard to get everybody up? But, get up at 6 o'clock.
Because the party wasn't till 1 anyway. What's the fucking point of being out there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because then the kids sleep most of the time, and you don't have to.
They never sleep.
Never?
They'll never sleep. Ever. Bronson will fall asleep like an hour before we get somewhere.
Yeah.
And then wakes up and he's like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, they never sleep, dude. We actually had, I'll tell you what, we had such a good time yesterday. Even though we spent a lot of time in the car, we had such a good time. Like, it was one of those car rides where it was just, like, fun. You know, it was a fun one because the kids have been way into, like, 90s hip-hop. Like,
Yeah.
way into it. Like weird shit. Like, Sir Mix-a-Lot. And, like,
It's the shit.
I know. It was amazing. Like, we listened to fucking Montel Jordan. We
Oh,
listened to,
wow.
like,
You were
Sir
listening
Mix-a-Lot.
to more than you were listening to 90s music.
90s music. Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
kind of covered the spectrum.
80s,
but
90s.
The kids literally saying verbatim, word for word, Baby Got Back. They know the whole song. Scout knows the other Sir Mix-a-Lot song that's really popular.
My Posse's on Broadway.
No, it's like with the dogs. It's like dogs barking or something.
Oh.
I can't remember what it's called, but it was fucking
My
hilarious.
Posse's on Broadway.
Yeah, like I'm sure we listened to that, but it was just we had such a good time, dude. We just
Yeah.
everyone's trading music back and forth. We're putting on playlists.
It's my favorite.
It was honestly a fucking great trip. We stopped and got in and out on the way home. You know what I mean? It was like, and then we got to shoot some guns, so that's always fun, even though it was 100.
So you went to a party out there.
Yeah, my grandpa's house, they just threw a little barbecue, essentially.
But you left there and still ate on the way home?
Yeah, we ate at like 1. We didn't get home till 9,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So we stopped at like
Usually at my
7:30.
family's house, there's food out the whole time.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't,
that's
you do not walk out of the
It's-
house at 8 o'clock and
No.
the food's not still out and you're not taking a plate with you. And
No,
Yeah.
it's very funny. It's such a difference in how I do shit and we would do shit and how they would. Is my grandpa's wife, Francie, really nice lady. She fucking brought food out at like 2 o'clock. We cooked food, we ate. We went shooting. A few of us just snuck behind us because he lives in a canyon in the middle of fucking nowhere. So he snuck behind his pad basically and shot for like, I'm gonna say 40 minutes. And then came back and everyone was gone. Fucking, we were the last ones there. We were like, oh shit. And Francie at one point is all right, guys, party's wrapping up. We're fucking done. And she's just getting kids out of the pool. And everyone's like, later. And so me and my
Wow.
dad and my kids got back and we're all, where the fuck? The food's gone. Everyone's gone. You know, it's hot, dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like an all day big birthday thing at all. But just she's like as soon as about 20 minutes after we left, Francie kicked all the kids out of the pool. It was like fucking time to start. They're 80, you know. Well,
Yeah.
Francie's not. My grandpa's 85. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't be out fucking hanging out, and he will too. You know. So she just started fucking rapping everyone. Wrap up music's going, just fucking you're gone, dude.
Yeah, but isn't it better that you guys do kind of hang out and stay with Grandpa? I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
you know,
yeah. I have a shitload of cousins that live there in Trona, and so
Yeah.
they see him all the time. They're with him all the
okay.
time. It's not
Yeah.
like he's just by himself, but
yeah,
yeah, it was cool. I got to hang out with some of my cousins. My Bronson got to play with a bunch of little kids he never gets to play with. It was a great time, man. But it was hot.
yeah.
It was 100 in the canyon because where he lives is about 10 degrees cooler.
Mm-hmm.
We got down into Trona on the way out. It was 107, 108.
Yeah. My boy Harvey has a wedding this weekend, and I went and hung out with him this morning, and he's going to a wedding in Van Nuys on Saturday, and it's supposed to be like 107.
Yeah, that's fucking
And so
brutal.
then the wedding is in Burbank, and like he's going to Van Nuys to do like pictures. It's an Armenian wedding, so it's
Oh boy,
it's all day.
it's a
all
whole day thing. Yeah,
and he's just bitching.
yeah.
Like, you're not even there yet, and
Dude.
you're already bitching like this.
It's, man, when you have to sit outside in the heat, it's fucking rough, man.
Oh, he just hates it, period.
Weddings, period.
No.
Oh,
He hates anything over about 75 or 80 degrees.
sure.
He starts getting agitated.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets up into the hundreds, like when we're riding together on the Harley and we're out like going across the 5,
Yeah.
and it's 103, 104, and you're
He's
doing
fucking
8.
done.
Oh my God. I take a big bottle of water like the one that he has right
Mm-hmm.
there, and I just every once in a while just squirt a big fucking thing of water on him. Just
to keep the bear cool,
Just anything, because when you pull over, dude, it's just tears. It is the biggest crybaby shit ever in my
Dude,
life, man.
yeah.
It's so fucking hot. I can't fucking stand this shit, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Is he truly like an Oxnard person, like a Ventura?
Yeah,
where-
he's
he's
great,
from
yeah,
born and bred.
yeah,
That-
yeah,
You're
yeah.
just not built for heat, man.
No, and
It's,
you've seen him.
Yeah, he's a big guy,
You know,
yeah.
it's just the fucking best.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It tickles me pink.
Yeah.
It really fucking does. Because he just gets so fucking turns into a fucking giant fucking.
I'll tell you what,
grumpy
man.
old-
I'm from the desert. I cannot hang anymore. I just can't. Like that. My fucking cousins are all, you know, they're just in their work clothes and hanging out and drinking. They're like, it's actually not that bad today. It's only like 100. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck you, man. My King's like passed out on a couch outside on the patio, just like fucking dead. Bronson's in the pool the whole time, you know. It was like,
Yeah.
it's so hot, man. But it was great to see some family, and that car ride home was awesome, dude. Like we had such a good time. When they get to the teenage age, where they're actually like fun, and my kids are into like pretty interesting shit. You know what I mean? Like showed us a bunch of music we'd never heard that was pretty awesome, you know, that kind of shit. But the 90s, like, I don't know what the obsession is right now with the 90s.
I did because it's the best.
I guess, yeah.
It's the best.
It's always like a
You know.
20-year back thing, it seems
Yeah.
like, but
whatever it is, as long as it starts to come back. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's some of the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you some stuff to play for Scout.
oh, okay, yeah.
Or for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed them Ghetto Boys. I showed
Yeah.
them fucking
Show them Jungle
Bismarcky.
Brothers and-
Jungle Brothers would be a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Honey and I on Friday night. I got off work, got home and showered and stuff, and then we took the car and went for a ride up the coast. Right as the sun was coming
Oh,
down,
yeah.
it was just very, very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
But we were in the Cadillac, and I said, I'm going to play some stuff for you. And I played like Jungle Brothers.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And what was the one? I played Digital Underground,
Oh, yeah.
but she had only heard like
Humpty Dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty much it.
That was
So-
their biggest hit.
yeah, I played like Sex Packet, the whole
Okay.
album of Sex Packet, and it was. And I said, like when we talk about all this stuff, and you talk about this type of music that you really enjoy and that you listen to at this certain point in time. Yeah, I go, well, this is what I was listening to, and this is pretty much all I was listening
Right,
to. It
right.
was all just hip hop like this.
Yeah.
I go, it was the fucking best, man. Like it's just so good, man.
Yeah.
and positive, fun.
It just it hits a thing in your brain. You know, it's like for me, a little kid listening to like
dopamine rush.
yeah, I was like I had a Rex and Effects fucking
Yes.
cassette, and then I also
Yes.
had Pantera Far Beyond Driven. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that was
Yeah.
my whole life. It was like this weird dichotomy of like just weird hip hop, and then I showed him some LL Cool J, some Queen Latifah
Radio
we played
is
yesterday.
insane. Latifah's so good.
Latifah's great, dude. It was we just had a good time on the way home, man. It was, and Bronson just was having fun, and it was cool, man. It was a good trip.
Sounds amazing.
It was until I got home. Actually, that last night I did something that I don't normally do. Is I got scared out of my sleep by my kid, and I almost punched her in the face. Like, almost fucking did it. I was like, I don't know, must have been super tired, and we've been watching this crazy show, which I want to get into later. But I don't know what happened. She came into my room, and she had her flashlight, like, on her phone on, and she was, like, looking for water or something. And I was having some fucking crazy dream, and I saw, like, a flash in my eyes, and I jumped out of bed and was, like, gonna punch her.
Yeah.
Because I thought someone was breaking into the house, dude. I was fucking up and alert, and I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, I'm just trying to get water. I was like, oh my God. I was out of bed, dude, basically. Like, done. Like, gonna punch her. Like,
Yeah.
I thought someone was in the house.
It's
like,
a fucked up feeling.
Which is, I watch my wife do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
She's, women, I thought about this yesterday because we were driving. And Rosie's like, every time there's a car that or fucking moving or a bump or a fucking, like, imagine living your life like that. You know what I mean? Like, just, like, shocked, like, all the time,
That's honey.
And then Rosie in bed, too. It's like, something will be on TV, there'll be, like, a loud noise, and she's like, like, out of bed.
Good reel.
yeah, totally. And I always think, like, God damn, dude, women's brains must be, like, nuts. Because, they sleep with, like,
He just came to you last night.
no, I knew it, but like I read a statistic that women sleep at like 70 or 80% alert, something like that, and men are like 30 maybe.
I think it
Like
depends
women,
on the
when
man.
they sleep, they are mainly alert, like most of the time. You know what I mean? Like they might hit deep sleep and shit like that, but they are like 70 or something like that. 70% of their brain is on like high alert still. And men are completely fucking
For a
opposite.
long time, I was the same way.
Were you?
If you walked up and you opened the door, you touched the door, and I was asleep, and I heard somebody open the door, I'd wake up.
Well, okay, that's one thing.
Yeah,
But like,
I almost shot a person.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
See,
I did.
That's why I don't keep a gun near me.
I
dude,
was
at all.
well. There was reasons,
Yeah, of course.
but yeah, I was in bed asleep, and at that time I was sleeping on a futon mattress on the floor.
Oh yeah, dude. Remember those days?
I fucking miss it, dude. I loved it.
God.
If it wasn't for the judgment you get for doing it, that's what I would do. Because I loved it.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, the door to my bedroom opened, and she walked in, and I came up out of bed and had the gun pointed at her and was coming like I was going, like, this is it. We're,
Go
and
time.
oh my God, dude.
Hit the
She fucking screamed
Yeah, of course.
and ran out the house, and I was like,
Don't do that.
what are you doing?
Don't
What are you
come in the
doing?
room.
I felt bad that she got so scared, but also, you didn't know.
Yeah, dude.
Not
I get
back
it.
in
yeah.
those days. You
Yeah.
just don't do it. This
Dude,
doesn't,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I get it. I just can't imagine living. I did it last night. I was like on high alert, like for some
Yeah.
reason. But I also was like fighting a battle in my dreams at the same time.
See, and I haven't had anything like that happen in a long time. And I don't put myself. We've talked. I don't watch anything. I don't
Yeah.
really get myself caught up in anything that's going to put me there.
Right.
Because that waking up in the middle of the night thinking that you're in a fucking gunfight.
Yeah.
I'm way over that, man.
Yeah. Well,
way
yeah.
over.
It's rare that it happens. I'm mostly in my dreams fighting a war of some sort.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah.
I wake up exhausted from fighting an alien invasion or fucking zombies or some crazy shit. But
No, man, I'm trying to hang out with Teletubbies and fucking
Are you?
Teletubby land.
do you remember your dreams?
No.
Not at all.
No.
'Cause you smoke.
I when I was younger, I did, but it was weird because I felt like I would dream some shit, and then 2 or 3 months later, I would have the
kinda-
deja vu behind it.
Yeah.
But that's the only time that I remember them. I after Portia passed away, I had a bunch of dreams.
Yeah.
And they were not fun.
Yeah, well, that's not a fun dream to have.
No.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird, man. Just to woke up like that because I it must have been her flashlight that hit my eyes and just fucking sailed me out of bed, dude.
Yeah. I don't like it. It's too. It's a lot.
Yeah, and also just stay the fuck out of my room.
Yeah.
Stay out of my room, dude. Yeah.
Yes.
Stay
Yes.
out of my room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't scare me.
Yeah, I'm really hard to scare. You can't. It's fucking almost impossible.
I get startled.
Yeah, I don't.
I
at
do,
all.
and I react.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily swing or anything, but I don't stand there and look at you and go, like, I just immediately, my hands are up, I'll step back a little bit, and I'll get set up to fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of the husbands scaring their wives pranks.
Oh, God, dude.
It makes me get. I don't think there's anything that brings me more joy in the world than watching someone scare the living shit out of someone. I know we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we just talked about it. But the puppy dogs, the dog ones. I don't care if it's puppies or just dog ones. But just dogs doing stupid shit with people or people doing stupid shit with dogs. Like, have you seen the guy with the lab? No. And he has this lab and he goes like this to the lab, and the lab runs across the yard and hits the trampoline and then just plows him over. And then he's got a montage of like 6 or 7 of those where
dogs
it's
just
different things.
people.
It just constantly, man, it is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
You know what I've been stuck on lately that I can't get off is Norm Macdonald videos.
Oh, dude.
I have been. I don't know what.
It's so good.
I rarely go on Facebook, and every once in a while I do. But for some reason, my algorithm picked up that I love Norm Macdonald videos, and he is the funniest fucking person ever. I mean, just every interaction. I mean, and I've liked him for a long time, but I go through these waves where
he was a brilliant man.
Dude,
like he was
so
on a
good.
whole different level.
so fucking good, dude.
I that whole thing where Joe Rogan was on the plane with him, and they took the whole flight, and the whole flight he's talking about how he hasn't smoked in 2 months or 3 months or whatever it was, and how good it was and all that shit, and then he immediately gets off the plane and goes and buys a pack of smokes and goes outside and starts smoking.
Dude. Degenerate gambler. But just the way especially his Conan appearances, dude, that moth joke. Did I post that video?
I don't know. I've seen it.
Oh, it is just, there's a joke that he has about a moth, and it is so long. It's 4 minutes, of just this joke about a moth. And it gets so goddamn dark. So dark. And the ending is so perfect. And it's like, that is a perfect fucking joke. For me, for every sense of my humor, my ability to fucking think dark shit is bad, he nails it. I've been just stuck in a Norm Macdonald thing lately, I'm not hating it, dude.
He was, definitely, I think, one of the best at doing those shows, because he was really good about getting in there and saying stuff that was completely okay to say, but when you're getting through it, man, it just gets weird and uncomfortable.
It's and I know he's a good stand-up. But you can't. There's so many stories of him just eating shit,
and
that,
not caring.
and doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Norm Macdonald live show was perfect for me because it was.
Yeah.
He really just got to see who he was, dude, and it was they're so funny, man. The episode he has with Super Dave on, it's the first episode.
I gotta watch that again.
It's so fucking good, dude. Just his whole thing is just to weird his best friend out. You know what I mean? Or the Bob Saget one. You know what I mean?
I've seen clips for that one for sure.
So good.
Doesn't it seem like Norm Macdonald has a permasquint?
A what?
He talks like permasquint.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%.
Oh yeah, permasquint. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he just is so unique and so weird, dude. And I don't know what it is right now, but it's killing. It's killing me.
I'm going through that with Harlan Williams.
Are you? He is killing it.
I cannot stop watching that dude. I don't know where and I know he hasn't really gone anywhere. I know that he's been doing stuff. I know that he's constantly been working, and I know that he's been around.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, he's heavy in the zeitgeist. He's doing Kill Tony. He did Rogan. He's doing different podcasts, and you're just seeing a lot more of him.
Yeah.
And that is one unique,
God,
interesting. He is so just wonderfully strange. Just
so weird. Yeah.
So funny and quirky, and he just
and his
kills
brain
me.
is fucking firing on all
Oh,
cylinders,
God, dude, when he
he's
did
the
that-
only one that fucking literally out roasted David Lucas.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It was the craziest thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen. David Lucas couldn't say a fucking thing to him.
I don't think David Lucas was expecting it.
Not at all.
Because usually he has something in the,
Yeah.
you kind of always have something in the gun belt when you're doing that shit. When you talk shit like that all the time,
Yeah.
you always have something in the gun
Sure.
belt. But if you're not thinking that that's going to happen
Dude,
with somebody,
this guy comes
if
with
all
fire,
of a
dude.
sudden Kenny just popped up out of nowhere and just fucking hit me with a solid zinger, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
whoa.
whoa,
Yeah,
hold on, let me get at this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What's going
Whoa,
on here?
yeah.
Yeah. But man, yeah, he killed him, dude.
God, it was unreal. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's out roasted David
Yeah,
Lucas,
it
man.
was so-
he
it's so
hit
good.
like this old man that like he
Yeah.
didn't think, talked about his gobble neck and this and that, and Harlan Williams went hard, dude. Like you could tell it was like bumming. It was like, what the fuck?
He did. He did.
Yeah, Harlan Williams he's one of those unique characters, man. Like his podcast is so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
It's
listen to
fun.
it. If I want to listen to something about nothing
Yeah.
at all, that's exactly what I'll put on. That and like Bad Friends, dude. I will listen to that all day because it's about nothing.
Yeah, I got to listen to Bad Friends more.
It's so entertaining.
I've been doing a lot of audiobooks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
What, something recent.
do you have your
It's
do you have your
called The
thing?
Henchman.
Yeah, you got to get a mic, dude. Oh, you got a mic?
I mean,
Okay, perfect. Okay,
yeah,
good. Sorry.
It's called The Henchman. What book is it? It's called? The book's called The Henchman, and it's what do they call it? And where they have a full cast of people doing the book.
Oh, okay.
And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, but if on Audible, you can get it all for one price.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
What
so
is
I
it?
like it's
What like?
it's called The Henchman.
I know,
Oh,
but
it's
what's-
like it's a fantasy type book, but it's a guy that was a baseball player, had some stuff happen, ended up getting transported into a different dimension.
Whoa.
And then while he's in that dimension, he's not sure what's going on. He's trying to figure it out, and he's still trying to deal with the shit in his head about what happened on Earth. So while he's dealing with all this, he's dealing with this in his head and all the consequences of all that. But the characters are funny, dude, and it's a lot of different back and forth funny stuff, and
I'll have to check it out.
a lot of just chopping people's heads off and different fantasy animals
Weird,
and shit.
okay.
It's really good. But what I like about these books, specific books, is it starts off, it says it's an audio journey in your mind.
Okay.
And so I can't think of what they call them. But you have the one guy doing his voice, and then you have a girl doing the girl's
Yeah,
voice.
sure.
You have, so every different person has a unique thing that comes out, and man, I couldn't get enough of it.
It's like an audio play.
Yeah,
Essentially.
yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, just fantastic, man. It was funny.
Yeah, I wonder. I haven't
quirky
heard
and
much
funny.
of that stuff, but that's a pretty good. Because back at the radio back in the day, the radio shows. you
Oh,
know
I
what
look
mean?
for that stuff, man. I
Yeah,
love
like
it.
that kind of shit. Was,
Yeah.
They had characters.
Road
and-
trips, man.
Yeah.
Road trips are awesome
War of the
for it.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
War of
see-
the Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't that,
That was-
scare people
yeah.
and almost killing themselves
it
and
did.
shit. Yeah, totally.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did that. They do that in Hawaii too.
Where?
I'm not
There was
sure.
someplace else where they had a false flag type situation. I think it was Hawaii. Where
Well, they sent out
thought-
that text. Yeah.
Yeah.
The nuke,
That's-
incoming nuke text to everybody.
That's kind of the same.
Yeah, but I don't
you
know if people killed themselves, dude.
No, I don't know that people did
Yeah.
with the War of the World ones either.
I'm
Maybe
not
they just
sure. I
scared
know
the
it
shit out of a
scared
bunch
the
of
shit
people.
out of
Yeah.
people.
Hysteria set in.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But I'm guessing
That's crazy.
in Hawaii when they got a fucking text message going,
Incoming nuke. You gotta
incoming
get
nuke,
to
yeah,
cover.
Get
yeah.
what cover?
Yeah,
You know what I
totally.
mean? You're in Hawaii.
Go jump in the volcano.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, I've been watching. I was going to text you about it the other day because I saw that there's this new documentary on the Earps, like on Wyatt Earp.
I've been watching it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
I've got first.
I'm a couple episodes.
I've
in.
got the first episode done.
Okay.
We haven't gotten back to it. Her and I like to watch cooking shows, and there's a baking show on right now where young or amateur bakers have to make stuff at the fair.
Oh,
or
the
something.
fair one. I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah,
Dude, I totally
Yeah, but her and I like we love to watch that. Stuff.
Yeah,
We
totally,
love to
dude,
watch
yeah.
it. And she baked a cake this weekend for my niece's 21st birthday. Happy birthday, Deja. She baked a cake, dude. That was so fucking good, man.
Really?
It legitimately might be the best cake I've ever had in
Wow.
my life because I like that stuff like we talked about earlier. I don't care about sweets. You know, I'm more interested in the ground beef tacos I did or the potato tacos
Sure,
I
yeah.
did. And,
Well, you're not a baker.
no,
It takes
no.
a specific type of person
But
to
she
be a
worked
baker,
on that.
yeah.
She worked on that cake all day,
Really?
and it was at the strawberry. Anyway, the red cake, red velvet. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
a red velvet cake, but it
Yeah.
had chocolate chips in it. And she did this cream frosting on it with these little decorations on it.
Uh-huh.
But that frosting, dude, like you would take a bite of the cake and you put the cake in your mouth, and as soon as the cake went into your mouth, the frosting just melted
Oh,
across
fuck
that.
that,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, dude!
It's like a cream cheese frosting?
No, it was not. It wasn't because a cream cheese. I do too, but a cream cheese frosting for me, I can eat a piece of it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm
too
done,
much,
dude.
yeah.
It's a lot. This one was just more like turned it like instant, like almost like a cream with the cake.
Weird.
And,
Ooh,
oh,
yeah.
Jesus,
Nice.
dude, it was so good.
Yeah.
I went in there this morning to get some because I like to eat a little sweet with my coffee, and it was gone, dude. I like really got sad, like legitimately inside was like, man, fuck,
Yeah.
you know.
Start your day with a fucking
So good
dose.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baking is a weird one because I have very little. I got into making pies like a while ago. I was like, okay, they're fine, but not interested.
Everything that Honey does in that aspect, she's really, really, really good at.
Right,
You
right.
know, and she loves to bake. I don't do
Ingredients.
2 cups.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working on it. I did make a
But
chicken
if
stock
someone
this
told you
morning,
to weigh
so
out a
good.
gram, you'd fucking be
I could
pretty
eyeball.
spot on. It's 4 8 balls.
yeah.
All right, got that. I know
It's
what
3.5
that
grams,
means.
not 3.
Yeah.
Not 3. It's 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, remember those days when you get the 3 and not the 3.5?
Yeah.
And then you get home and you grab your finger scale, and you're sitting there with your finger scale, and it's like, hey,
You're like, this motherfucker.
this isn't right.
That's 3.5 with the
Man.
bag.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah. And
sons
it
of
was
bitches.
dirt weed to top it all off.
And fucking a whole gram of it was seeds.
You
You're
guys
like, fuck.
have no fucking idea
I know,
how
it's
lucky
nuts,
you guys
man.
are,
Yeah.
or were, because you don't really partake anymore. But
Yeah.
I went to a smoke shop today just to get some joints, and it's
Is it which? So did you go to one in Ventura? Is there one?
no, I was in Oxnard.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to one on 8th Street.
Okay.
You know what?
Whatever it is.
No, hold on, 'cause it was a really cool little spot, man. But yeah, you know what? You're right. They're all cool spots.
Yeah.
Kenny, you've been to one that isn't like, you know,
Really,
they're
but I
all.
still prefer black label or black market delivery.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I get that. I do get that. But for me, it's more just the convenience of
Popping
I'm right
in.
here. I don't have
Yeah.
to call nobody. I don't, because it doesn't like I got
don't have to wait.
I got a little pack of joints. It's gonna last me a month at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not an all the time thing, or I would do the exact same thing.
Right. Right.
But they're really cool. Like whatever
Yeah.
you want.
No, I've been in them
know?
before. I only the ones in Oxnard and shit. But,
I did go one when they first opened and it was still medical. I went to one down in like Van Nuys or on the other side of Van Nuys. That was pretty fucking scary.
yeah.
It was
like this was back when they first started
very,
coming
very
around.
first
Yeah.
started.
I had a prescription. You know what I
Same.
mean?
Yeah,
Went
yeah.
to the doctor that just only did those.
Yeah,
You walk into an office and he's like, "What's your problem?" You're like,
right by Salzer's.
I have AIDS. No, this was before that guy was there.
Yeah, I went
This
to the
was
one,
in
yeah.
L.A. I went to one in L.A.
Yeah, I went to the Salzer's guy.
That's where I've been. I used to go there too.
Yeah.
So before the dispensaries became prominent in Hueneme, we were going to the speakeasies in LA where they hold everything in a privately facilitated building, and all the vendors would just go and flood in. And then
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
private
yeah.
sales.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh
circumference.
wow.
They still do that.
That's crazy.
Like it's
Oh,
like
no
an
shit.
open market type deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass. A lot of good deals.
Yeah, that one I went to down past Van Nuys, like you walk up to the door and it's and how long is this? Like 12 years ago, probably 13 years ago.
Would have been
14,
mid
yeah.
2000, early
And I
2000,
walk
somewhere
in
in there.
and it's a young Samoan dude.
Yeah.
That's like completely tatted,
Yeah.
completely tatted and dressed like a gangbanger. Very polite and very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very polite and very nice. But everybody else in there had the same kind of look, and it was fucking
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
like who would ever think about robbing this place? You know,
You're
like
like,
who? Like
You're like,
no,
"Not that one."
It took a minute before I went and did another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't readily available, and again, it's not that big of a deal. I can make a phone call and have whatever I want an hour.
Yeah.
So, you know, but
now,
it's neat
that,
to
you
go
know,
by
back
there.
then though, it was a whole adventure. You know. What I
Yeah.
mean? I remember I bought weed legally. Not even. Well, I don't know if it was legal or not. Before it ever was even thought about being legal in California, it was pretty much decriminalized and legal in Canada, Vancouver.
Oh yeah,
BC,
for a long
right?
time.
So I was on tour with Jackass, and we wanted some weed when we were up there, and Vancouver was the town. You know, BC Bud, fucking. It's
Yeah.
I mean, this is early to like 2003, 4-ish. You know what I mean? And so I'm cruising around, and I asked some dude like, "Hey, dude, where do you buy weed?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you just go to this building to the third floor, second door on your right. I mean, you just go in there like you don't have no appointment, like and you know, because this is so foreign to me, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah.
bought weed from like a dude in New York off the street, like kind of shit, you know.
And then you're hoping it's not oregano.
I'm hoping it's not
oregano.
oregano, hoping it's not an undercover, because I
Yeah.
absolutely look like a tourist, you know, that kind of shit. I've done that before, but I'm like in a building, like I just go up the stairs to the building to the door, and he's like, yeah, like looking at me like I'm, yeah, he's like looking at me like I'm dumb. I'm like, all right, man. So me and my buddy, the drummer Victor, we go up there, and we go up to this fucking room, and there's just a dude at a desk with a giant box, and he's like, "What's up? What are you here for?" And I'm like, "Hi, from America. I like to buy some marijuana." You know, like, and he's all, "What do you want?" And I was like, "An eighth of weed?" And he's like, "All right." And he beep, beep, pops out. He's like, $50. I'm like. I'm looking around. I'm like, no. I'm like, and I just like slide the money on the desk, like under my hand, and he's looking at me like I'm fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Because I am. I've never experienced this in my life. I'm in a building that has an open door, like just the whole fucking building smells like weed, and I just slide the fucking thing, and he grabs it, and he's all, "You're good," and I was like, I take it, I just put it, and I'm like, I go down the stairs, I'm like, what do we
How
do
old
now?
were you?
A grown adult, like, a grown adult.
Was this like, had you been smoking for
Yeah, a long time.
really?
Dude, it was just, it was a legit business, like,
Yeah.
it felt so
No, so
wrong, you
I
know?
still have flashbacks whenever I go to Salzer's and go upstairs and look at pipes.
But have you gone
still do the
through
same kind of thing.
BC Bud street purchase?
It was
Have
the
I-
same for you, right? It's
Yes,
really
sir.
weird.
No.
It's very weird.
It's very weird.
So when he was talking, when we were talking earlier about coming up out of bed with that piece in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
I had 13 pounds of BC Bud in my closet and about $30,000.
Sure.
That's why I came up out of my bed.
Yeah.
Was because of that BC Bud.
Right.
'Cause I thought I was, I was,
Yeah. I'm going
but
to kill someone over this.
the BC Bud thing was huge for me.
It was huge.
There was like
but
a-
it
there
was
like
a weird.
7 or 8
You
months.
bought it in Canada
Yes,
too.
the purchase
How did you? Oh,
experience
you
was
guys!
very
I
unique.
can't go to Canada.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We were in Canada.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So, but
still-
it's just weed was so illegal here. Still, like so fucking illegal at the time when you go up there.
It's
you know.
like the way they handled the transaction to ensure purchase was made from the streets and to let people know, hey, you can purchase weed. It was the most circumvented, out of the ordinary process.
It really was.
And we were like, you guys are really doing it like this?
Yeah.
Like it's yes,
It-
sir.
it-
Go.
Yeah.
Same
Totally right. You have the same experience.
same type of feeling as going,
Yeah.
and this is kind of it's the same feeling. When I go into any head shop, it's gotten way better now, but I
Sure.
still have a hard time communicating with the people there because I'm always worried that I'm going to say the wrong word.
Oh yeah. Like you're
You
not.
can't
You're gonna,
say, you can't talk about marijuana. You can't say bong.
now. Then
Right.
now no one gives
Right.
a
Nobody
fuck,
gives
right?
a fuck.
Yeah.
But when I walk in,
But when Bush was president,
Oh,
yeah, it
dude.
was water pipe.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was what were meth pipes called? They were called oil burners, right?
Oh,
Meth pipes
yeah.
were oil burners. You couldn't say the word bong at
No.
all. You know what I mean? Yeah, for
so
sure.
I get the same type
Yeah.
of feeling where when I giggle about it now.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and just I start talking, but
yeah,
I always get that same feeling of like,
yeah. Dude,
what am I going to say wrong?
It,
you know,
when I was in Canada, it felt so fucking easy that I was like, there's no way this isn't an undercover operation. Like,
Yeah.
this is fucking nuts. To just walk into a legit office building to a floor, and they also were selling mushrooms. They were selling everything there. You know what I mean? and he's, you're just like, what the fuck is that? It looked like I was waiting for some dude to come out with a mic, be like, you really thought you were gonna away with that? How, you stupid piece of shit? Like it would just felt so weird, man. It was the weirdest thing I've ever done. It was tripped me out because this was years before dispensaries were a thing in California alone.
Yeah.
Like Oakland, San Francisco, you could maybe do it, but
And
BC,
and you were warned about the experience before.
This
you
is
went
true.
in,
Yeah,
and
they
you-
did
and
tell
you
me, yeah.
still did- you were
yeah,
like,
totally.
really?
They're like, yeah, it's a
Same
little
way.
weird. You're
I was like,
is it?
this is how it's done. You're like, you sure?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Canada?
And I was still questioning every turn
100%.
I went.
Yeah.
I'd just wait and just question it, look around. Those guys are going in. They're getting fucking weed. They're getting weed. We gotta go. We have to follow fucking through.
Yeah, totally, man. Because
What
it
were
felt
you doing
so...
in Canada?
I was there going to apply for film school in BC.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
and you were
On tour. I was touring.
Yeah.
On tour with Jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just such a fucking weird you just go into a building and you get weed. Like, it was the first time you'd ever even heard of it.
Yeah.
Like, it was before there was licenses for prescriptions here.
Yeah, it's been totally legal.
Now it is, but...
No, I'm talking about in Vancouver.
Totally. They didn't give a
Yeah.
shit, man. It was just... it felt like as if, like, coming from America, we lived in this, like... Say you were trapped in a fucking dungeon, or you just got out of prison for the first time, and it's like, every interaction, you're like... Is this a fucking trap, dude? Is this a trap? Like, that's how it felt buying weed up there, because it was just so easy. I watched 15 people go in and out, and like, it was all good. And I got in there and acted like a complete fucking idiot,
Subtle discretion.
Totally. Yeah, it was just so weird, man. It was the weirdest experience ever, but it was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
And the weed was ridiculous,
Weed-
It was like
yeah.
right when you could maybe get good weed in
Would-
California,
The reason that BC was such a big thing for me is because it was a medium grade price. You can get it at a medium grade price, but it was good, way better than a lot of stuff. But I'm not paying $800 for an ounce.
Right. Dude, remember
You
that
know?
shit?
Oh,
Remember when
yeah,
ounces
yeah.
were like $1,000 for good shit?
800
crazy.
800 was the most I think I ever really got to was 800.
Yeah, I never bought $1,000.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, I bought a bunch of 8.
Yeah.
But you could get the BC quarter pounds and pounds for
400 or
a
500.
decent price.
Yeah, totally.
And be able to turn them right back around.
It's amazing because how it would have to travel through the country, fucking through.
No,
what I mean?
it came in fucking truck containers. It came. They brought it down in big shipping containers.
No,
on
I
the back
know.
of
It's
trucks.
just the
Yeah.
amount of risk. You know what I mean? Like to get it down
I
here
don't
is like.
see. I don't. We grew up totally different. So, to me, the risk has been inherent forever. It's not
Sure.
like stuff like that is just kind of part of. I was doing the whole going to buy weed when I was like 14 and 15 years old, going to the fucking weed dealer's house and looking at his fish tank and the fucking neon fucking the black light posters
Yeah, his
and
Grateful Dead
you gotta,
music
can't
on.
just fucking go in there and split. You got to go in there and sit down and hang out, and
Yeah.
then it's all just fucking weird, man.
He used to
And,
show you his lava lamp,
Oh,
for a while.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was hustling it on my back through TSA checkpoints to Alaska.
Yeah.
You're what?
Hustling it on my back through TSA checkpoints in Alaska.
See, I've never thought of it. Like, for me to do anything like that doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me in the least bit, no matter
Yeah.
what it is. I just don't.
Yeah, but you're on
I
airplanes
was hustling
with this
pounds
shit.
and
Yeah,
pounds.
he's
Yeah,
taking
yeah. No, I
pounds
got you.
through the airplane.
Yeah.
And that's so fucking inherently like dangerous, dude. Did
But
you
you're
ever
going-
get
where were
busted?
you going?
I was puking every time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. See, I don't. I've been pulled over with pounds and pounds.
Yeah,
and
but you haven't
whatever.
boarded an airplane with pounds. That's
Have
a
you ever
whole
been
nother
pulled
animal.
over and
Yeah.
had a bunch of pounds in the back of your truck that you're selling and nobody's with you?
No.
I just doesn't. That stuff doesn't. It
So
doesn't.
you must have been detained several times. You have experience
Oh, dude,
being detained.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I've been to jail a bunch of times and went through it as a young kid.
Right.
Yeah.
They raided my dad's
your
house when I
nerves
was a
were
kid.
always prepared for whatever comes.
There's no consequence to it if you act right and you're not black.
That's true.
You know?
It's a
That's
little bit.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's not
Yeah.
a joke. That's real.
100%,
You know, if
yeah.
you watch your P's and Q's and don't act stressed, they just let you go.
Most of the time.
You know,
You're right.
You just make
That's
sure that you're
essentially
good.
what happened.
But what happens if you stress and you're twitching and moving and sweating?
Yeah.
Then they go, okay, you're what's going on here?
Something's
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sketchy, man. I mean, we transported a lot of weed when we were on tour.
Yes.
Through all the states that you should have never
Yeah.
done it through. You know what I mean? And,
I remember
yeah, I
being
remember
in
just
high
being
school
like, fuck.
and like going to Vegas and tripping. You
Yeah.
know, and we were only bringing a couple of joints with us, but you're still tripping because
Yeah.
you know if you get busted with seed, you can go to prison.
Totally. And now Vegas is wide open. You know?
Well, everything's wide open.
It's so crazy, man. It's wild, dude. I don't know. Yeah, though, just buying weed in Vancouver was
So,
terrifying.
were you able to get the video together, or are we just going to yap about the whole Aurora?
No, well, I mean, I didn't. He can't play video, so I could have him splice
Oh,
it in.
okay.
Did you
All right.
watch the video?
Yeah, I'll spice it in.
I don't know if it was the video that you're talking about because I didn't watch it because I've been running around all day. But I saw a couple of videos.
Yeah. See, that's what I was wondering because
I saw
So
some
let's-
stuff
let's-
because of
let's-
what you said. Yeah, go ahead.
let's set it up. So there's been a thing going around online lately, and I don't know if it's true or not. It's pretty fascinating. But what is true is that there are gangs, Venezuelan gangs. I can't remember the name of the gang. Trace something or other.
Trace Aguero or
Trace
something
Aguera,
like
something like that,
Yeah,
in
Trace
Colorado,
Aguero.
Aurora, Colorado, that have basically taken over a whole entire apartment complex. Like, I saw a video of a lady that lived there that had like multiple locks on her doors.
That fucking door was nuts.
You know what I mean? Just to get in and out. There's video of guys walking through the fucking halls, knocking on doors with fully automatic weapons, rifles, handguns. They're dominating this whole entire apartment complex. That is true. Right now, it's had very little media coverage. I know Trump has spoke on it, and Kamala just spoke about it like recently. But the thing that's trippy is that you're starting to see all these videos now of the Hells Angels are supposedly gathering together to go to this apartment complex to flex, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's where I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I hit up a couple buddies that I know, and everyone was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why they'd get themselves involved in that kind of shit. But also, you know, if you wanted to go flex on some fucking people, HAs are a good way to do it, I guess, you know. So I've seen all these videos of these bikers just going down roads, and it's like half of it is like, dude, that's in Brazil. Like, first of all, the pictures, you know, the
Well,
images.
the
So
one-
I don't know what's going on,
The
but
ones that I saw, they were not 1%er motorcycles.
100%. Yeah.
You know, there was Polaris Spiders and
Totally,
Trikes
yeah,
and
totally, yeah.
like there's all these different
Yeah.
bikes because I saw the video of it, and it just shows like Hell's Angels on way to Aurora, Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
so I started looking at it, and those are not.
They're not
1%
1% bikes.
They're not. No, not even.
Not at all. Yeah.
You know,
So I know a
they're
bunch of the
European
videos.
bikers. You know, like there's like 5 or 6 rear wheel full bagger trikes in there.
Sure,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
there was a bunch of bikes that you're like, those are not. That's not
happening.
even close
It's
to
not
happening.
happening, yeah.
No.
Yeah, 'cause
And
there's-
I reached out too, and
Did you?
yeah, and there was like, no, we have some chapters out there.
Yeah, they have
But
chapters.
that was it.
Yeah.
There was no, and in order for that to happen, there'd have to be a big call out. It would have to be like.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a few people to come in together from different chapters together to go do it because that's
And it'd have to be voted on, right? I'm sure they'd have to do a whole thing.
It's
But also,
yeah,
why the fuck would they involve themselves in?
because
you know how
as
fast
a group
the
of
fucking
people, they're
feds would be
tired
there?
of hearing about this shit.
I get it, and it is happening.
You know?
It's totally happening.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's the fucking reality is that they let a lot of these people out of these gangs that were running prisons in Venezuela. And a lot of them are here. You know what I mean? And now they're starting to take shit over. It's happening in New York. It's happening in Denver. It's happening it's happening all over the place. And people are living in fear. And that's terrifying, you know?
And go fund the police and mitigate our laws so that
Hold on.
or
Let's go fund
defund the police. Sorry.
Police, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a better fucking name.
defund.
Go fund the
But-
police.
You know what I'm saying? Defund the police.
Yeah.
And limit what you can carry for taking care of protecting yourself.
Right.
You know, how are they going to keep, like, you can't keep going, hey, look, Wolf, this is okay. Like, the National Guard should, if this is
If
real.
that's really happening.
The
yeah.
National Guard should be there right now.
Yeah.
And all of those people need to get handcuffed, detained, and sent back to wherever they came from.
100%.
And there shouldn't even be a question of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're a felon and you have a hard time getting a job in America, How are these guys that have been murderers and rapists and robbers in different
Right.
countries coming here? And don't act like, yes, okay, there's good people that are coming
Absolutely,
over here.
there's good
100%.
people, yeah.
But there's also a lot of
worst,
people
the
that
worst
are
of
bad.
the worst that are
You know what I
coming
mean? And to say that it's not is just absolutely ludicrous. And one of these days, the consequences are going to happen. And that's kind of what I think is going on right now.
Yeah,
And
well,
I
I
think
just-
I know that it's not Kamala. We keep saying Kamala. I know that Biden, because he's our president right now, if you guys didn't know that, Biden probably doesn't even know where Colorado's at. He's probably
yeah,
sitting
he does.
there.
He went to school there, graduated
Yeah.
value cum laude, and
Yeah, dude.
made kids touch
But
his leg hair
if-
while he was
if
in the
they-
pool over there.
If that's really, and the hardest part about all of this stuff is everything is so fakeable and so easy to take a
Totally,
video. And I've seen the same video. We've probably all seen the same video of the same guys doing it. I saw the same video of the lady. That's one video and one video.
Totally, dude. And you don't know
what else is going on.
100%.
I mean, like right now, what started the conversation off is that there's the Hell's Angels are all getting together to go take them out. And
You're like, what?
that's
The little bit I know about biker culture, you know what I mean? I couldn't imagine why they would put themselves in that position. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, they could. It could be. My favorite part is the video that I sent you. There's like this one point that I don't know who this fucking guy is, but he gives out like a warning letter to the Venezuelan gangsters. Like, you have no idea, like, the dragon you're going to unleash when the HAs show up on that property. Like this. And I was like, calm down, dude.
Did the guy have a patch on?
No. I don't know. It was some white dude, maybe some fucking some
look
ride
at it.
along or something.
I'll look at it. I really
it was
wish
just
I
like
didn't
so
have-
fat. I was like, dude,
Keyboard
like-
cowboy.
And I'm not there.
Yeah.
There's some amazing dudes that are HAs. There's amazing fucking there's the biker culture is cool. It's as wide a spectrum as you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, and all
there's
the stuff.
also some pure fucking savages as well.
A lot.
That could do some damage, but when you're like the whole like just the threat letter, like I was like, calm down, dude.
We're talking
you think
about
guys
it.
from Venezuela
Everybody
that have
everywhere-
full auto give a fuck about HAs, dude? Like,
Everybody is sitting here talking about something that we all just heard about today.
totally, yeah. Well, it's been going around for a few days now.
Yeah,
but
yeah. The Venezuela thing has been going on for a minute,
yeah.
and I've looked around for it, but I kind of keep just seeing the same little snippets of stuff. I don't see anything new.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just kind of. I don't know. It's hard to trust anything.
Is it really
anymore.
happening?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
HA thing's not happening, man. It's not happening.
I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't
No,
imagine.
it's not
dude.
happening.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I couldn't imagine.
No.
Low-level psychological operation.
There you go.
I agree.
yeah, what can you
I think
say?
you're 100% right.
It's yeah.
Throw
I mean-
it out there, see what sticks, and if it sticks for a little bit and causes a distraction, good. That'll make them want to get rid of immigrants even more. We got to get Trump in.
Interesting narrative.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Low-level psych op.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was just it was a weird one. I was like, I've just seen so many dumb videos, and I'm like, that's not even in our country. You know what I mean? Like hundreds of bikers on a freeway, and you're like, those buildings don't look anything like what we have here. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. And like you said, they're not 1% bikers.
No.
1%.
Nope, the bikes are not
not at all. Not up to code. Yeah, you know what I mean?
No.
It was very weird. But I saw, because I've heard about this kind of happening, the apartment complex thing for the last week, and there's no news on it. And
Nothing.
then now, a couple days ago, I saw like a snippet of they have heavy foot patrol out there. They have, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, so now it is a thing, kind of. Something's happening because they got a shitload of cops hanging around there all the time. So something's happening over there. You know what I mean? Those videos are pretty wild. I don't know. Like I said, the videos of these guys marching through hallways with fucking.
But they were kind
Full-
of the same videos, though.
Kind of the
Unless
same
you-
videos,
you know,
yeah. So you don't really know. Maybe
No.
it's happening. Maybe it's not happening at all. Maybe it is a low-level psyop.
The auditors got to be putting something on.
I don't know, man. It's very weird.
It could be anything, man.
But-
It is a trip. I do want to ask about something.
Okay.
Your wife the other day posted
I
what
knew that was gonna come up.
what
I knew it.
what the fuck was that, dude? What was that?
My wife has a lot of qualities that are unfucking real.
Yeah.
sometimes her cooking is at a peak level of white lady that I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, I saw that taco.
I can't. I didn't even tell you what the ingredients were.
Nah, I saw it.
Guess. Take a wild guess what was in there.
Probably ground turkey and some cheese.
That would have been better.
What was it?
Rotisserie chicken that I bought last minute at Smart and Final just to break down for the dog, right? Because it was half off.
Yeah.
So we broke down rotisserie chicken, right?
Yeah.
And she's gonna put it. She's actually making enchiladas. She's redeeming herself tonight, making enchiladas. But she basically threw white rice, white ass rice, and rotisserie chicken, and then a bunch of cheese. Then kind of grilled it like a quesadilla, but none of the cheese was melted. And then said it was a taco. And I was like, this is peak. And then served me salsa in a 70s ashtray.
She fed you that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I ate it.
It was good, huh?
No, it was fucking terrible, dude. But I'm a good husband. And I just take the wins when I get them, and I take the L's also when I get them, dude.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do? She has so many amazing things about her. And it's just the fucking, like, every once in a while, like, Anglo-Saxon white lady takes over her brain, and she puts something out, and you go, what happened here?
So
what happened?
I did tacos on Saturday, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are probably tacos.
I did a potato taco with...
I will splice a picture of this taco in.
I did potato tacos with hatch green chilies in them. Mm-hmm. So it was a mashed potato with a hatch green chili and pepper and garlic, and then put those in a tortilla and then fry the shell so the shell gets nice and hard and crispy, and then put Parmesan cheese on the outside.
That's
of the
great.
shell.
Yeah, sounds great.
And then I did the chicken like you guys did.
What, the rotisserie chicken?
I took rotisserie chicken, but I took the rotisserie chicken, stripped it all off, shredded it up really good, and then made like a chipotle sauce and put that in the chicken. And then I'd put it on the grill and add a little water and chop it up and then put that on tacos. And then when I did the shell, I'd put cheddar cheese down with the tortilla, put the chicken in there, and then fold the cheddar cheese
it's
over.
incredible, yeah.
And then I did cheeseburger tacos that were...
Ooh, I've been seeing those.
I got to work on it.
Yeah.
It's
harder than it looks.
No, it's just I want it to be a certain way, and the problem that I have right now is when you fold it into a taco, it is a lot of taco. It's just a lot of meat.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you're taking two patties and fold them together.
Got it.
And so that's my own psychosis.
Well, dude, I'm just
I gotta make
like I
this
said,
better.
man. My wife kills it in a million ways.
I know,
but that one was.
She posted the taco.
I know, and she posted it because she knew how bad it was.
Okay.
Like she wasn't proud of it.
She called it white girl taco.
It was the whitest.
Yeah.
Like the white. Like the whitest.
I actually know for a fact that the second I saw that picture, I sent you a text going, "Hey man, I owe you tacos."
And you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know when to fucking just.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is nice. This is very nice. Did she add any amount of seasoning to anything? No. Did she make sure this cheese was melted at all? Did she even think about seasoning the rice whatsoever?
No.
The white rice? No, she didn't. And did she give me salsa in an ashtray that she found a stack? My house is littered with 70s ashtrays right now because my wife was cleaning a classroom and found a stack of them, which are really cool because I don't know if you know this, kids, but our parents used to all be degenerates and smoke. And back in the day, your actual Christmas present from your teacher would be they'd have you paint a picture and then put it, Mod Podge it on the inside of the bottom of the ashtray. That would be your Christmas present. So Rosie moved into a new classroom that just happened to have a stack of these legit old, like, colored, glass. Like, they're cool. But now they are salts in it. They're clean. They weren't used. But it's fucking getting a little nuts, dude. It's getting a little nuts because she is a white lady at heart. Pure white. Pure white as the snow, Aryan white.
Yes. Yeah.
And it just takes over her brain sometimes. And I can't. What am I going to do?
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
Write it out.
I just write it out. I say, yes, ma'am. Can I have another? Can I have one more of those, please? And that's where we are now, 20 years married.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and it was as gross as it looked. But I do love you. I love you so much, and I'd never leave you over that. But I did think about it. Just once. I mean, fucking cheese isn't even melted.
Man,
Cheese isn't even melted.
no, it was good.
Also, the tortilla was warmish. Like, not even hot.
It's a white flour tortilla,
Yeah.
and it's not even a good flour tortilla. It's those cheap little
It was a Mission
thick,
fucking
white, yeah,
the soft flour tortillas.
the soft taco ones, which have a place.
They certainly do.
Yep, White Woman's Kitchen.
White woman's kitchen, dude. That's what. That's what. I'm gonna get a sign made that just put white woman's kitchen,
Yeah.
dude.
One of the guys I work with, his wife made homemade corn tortillas, and he brought a bunch of them to work on Thursday, and then I used them to make breakfast tacos. God dang, dude,
Yeah.
those tortillas are just—it's so different
It's so much better.
when they're made.
So much better.
Oh, so good, so good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my life.
Yeah.
And it has been wild. So the HAs are not going to Colorado, as far as we know. One thing I did want to bring up, which you have not seen, which you absolutely have to see. There's 2 shows, and I'm telling you this because I know you will love them. The first one is Chaos. It's called Chaos on
Okay.
Netflix.
I know what you're talking about.
It is so goddamn good.
Okay.
It's Jeff Goldblum is Zeus. It's about the Greek gods who still live now, basically, and it's like a kind of a fantasy universe. It is fucking
I will
beautiful.
watch it when I get home tonight.
It is. Me and Rosie have not binge watched a show in a long time.
Yeah.
We watched all 8 episodes yesterday,
Okay.
or I'm sorry, on Saturday.
Yeah.
It is so goddamn good, dude.
We'll watch it
Jeff
tonight, for
Goldblum
sure.
is a genius. He's
Yeah.
the perfect Zeus.
Yeah.
He's a maniac and he's super likable at the same time. There's a lot of things that he does that I absolutely agree with in that show.
Okay.
Even though they are nuts.
We'll watch them tonight. For
The
sure.
other one that we started watching today, is called Chimp Crazy. Chimp Crazy. It's on fucking Max, HBO. And it's the guy that did Tiger King, the documentary maker that did Tiger King. And it's about this fucking chick who has a chimp compound, right? Dude.
I never watched Tiger King.
You should have, first of all.
No, I don't have no interest in that.
It's so good.
Same thing with the chimp lady. It just gives me
No.
anxiety talking about it.
No. This is on another fucking level, this chick. She's not mean to him. She's just out of her fucking mind. And it goes into this whole thing where she gets in this huge court battle with PETA and then gets all of her chimps taken from her, except for one of them fucking disappears the day before PETA shows up. And there's I'm not going to give it away at all, but it goes in a way that you could not fucking imagine, dude. You're like, oh my God, you are actively defying court orders, like admitting it. It's unreal, dude.
Okay.
It's
I'll try to check it out.
so goddamn good. They're only coming out once a week, but it's so good, dude.
I want to see Chaos. I'll wait
Chaos
until they're
is
done.
super worth it, dude.
Yeah, I want to see Chaos. We've looked at it a couple of times.
It's absolutely worth the
Yeah.
watch. It is. I mean, Greek shit is all me
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
you know.
And I
But-
like that stuff. And everybody that's in there when I looked at it, everybody that's in there is funny.
Oh, it's awesome.
There's not a
Yeah.
unfunny person out there.
It's really good. It's done really well. It's probably one of the top shows on Netflix,
Okay.
I'm sure, right
Yeah,
now.
We'll
But
definitely check it out.
yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, that's really it, man. I've been binge watching some TV lately. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's
I
what happens
never
when
do
you have
that.
3 straight days off.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your family stops serving food at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
for sure.
It is so weird to me, man.
It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
But it was when you're in the desert, dude. You get in and you
It
get
doesn't
out.
matter. It's not just the desert, bro.
Yeah.
It's not just the desert. I've had friends that I've gone to their house.
And they do that shit.
And yeah, for years when I go to Ventura and you go to somebody's house and they're barbecuing and they only have hot dogs and cheeseburgers, and then they're make them so each person gets one, and then everything disappears.
Yeah.
And you're like, huh? We haven't even drank yet. I am not ready to eat.
Totally,
I got to
dude.
drink. I don't start eating until 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know. But no, and you're out the house.
Yeah, it happened. And I didn't even drink. I didn't drink because we're fucking sober now, which
Yeah.
is stupid. This is stupid.
I got 2 weeks. I'll have some wine.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably break it with you on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got 2. I mean,
I know.
how dumb is sobriety, dude?
It's rough.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not. It's not worth
fun
it,
at all.
dude. It's really not worth it.
I don't
I mean,
know.
it is.
I'm gonna give it.
It is in the overall that we
Yeah.
want to live and we want to
Yeah.
be not fat and all the things, but
Yeah.
it's way better on my fucking bank account. I'll tell you
Oh,
that much,
God.
dude.
We
I
went
can't
to- we
fucking
went to
imagine. I
lunch
couldn't
today.
tell you how much money I was spending on fucking
Honey and I
booze.
went to lunch today up in Thousand Oaks at a Korean restaurant and I got some tofu soup and she got bulgogi. And the bill came and it was $40.
Yeah. You're like, fuck. That's $100 day all
I
day.
do not know what a $40. Oh, it's a $200 or $300 day today.
Oh.
No, it would have no problem.
Yeah.
Would have been a $200 or $300 day.
Yeah.
Because we would have had drinks.
Pre, post.
Oh, I would have stopped off probably at the Lookout. The local out in Camarillo.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I'd have stopped there.
Yeah.
I might have went to Azars because we were close to Azars.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it would have been a.
Would've
I
been
probably would have went. Let's go have lunch at Azars instead of the Korean restaurant,
Right.
and then sat there and had beers.
Yeah.
You know, but no, it was nice waking up all weekend and feeling good.
Yeah.
Being around a bunch of people is difficult.
It is, huh?
Yeah,
That's
it's hard. But I'll get there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
keep in there, buddy. You're doing
Yeah.
a good job.
Thanks, brother.
All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you want a free, easy way to support this podcast, like, subscribe, rate us, review us. It's easy. It's free. Tell your fucking friends. I am going to tell you that I'm going to probably take down the merch site here pretty soon because we're not selling nearly as much shit as we should, and I don't like paying for operating the site. So if you guys really want merch, check out the merch. If not, then I'm just going to print some shit and sell it as needed. Also, Patreon. These episodes go up a day early at least, unedited, and $3 a month. That really helps us out, man. For everyone that's on Patreon right now, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Having said that, 1091 Scandia Avenue, the Garage Bar.
I'd like to also point out, Craig's wearing a new black shirt.
I got a
There's
shirt.
no stains on or anything. And
Wow, yeah.
look at him.
Look at me.
You know, he's doing good.
Sobriety fucking sucks, dude.
All right. Love you guys.